Hey everybody, I'm making a video today to show you a little bit of an update about the pollinator habitat that we've been setting up here at our farm. So we have several areas that we've been kind of working on throughout the years and this year, and I'm going to show you each one of them and tell you how you can pretty much easily do this yourself, whether you don't even need to have a farm. You could just be any homeowner, as long as you have a little bit of a patch of yard or even a front porch that you can do containers on. If you have any space at all, then you can do something for pollinators. So this is one of the areas that has mostly well, yes, they're all perennials here actually, as you can see. And let me get in a little bit closer. You can see there are tons of little bees and bumblebees coming in, and they love this stuff. So let me go a little bit through what's here. So this is yarrow. They love the yarrow. There's these tall plants right here are bee balm, and that's a really good plant. All of these guys are super tough. You don't have to do much at all for them. There's echinacea in here, which is really beautiful and comes in different colors, so I like that. It adds all of these plants, not only are they great for attracting pollinators, but I think they add a lot, as far as the aesthetics of the place, and I just love looking at them. So this is another area that I've established this year, and here it's mostly annual flowers, and most of them are also, the pollinators love them. This porch used to be pretty ugly before, just concrete, and now they created this really nice little shady spot and colorful. So you can see there's cosmos in here. The cosmos does here's the cosmos. The cosmos does really well. And nasturtiums are really lovely too. They're so easy to establish, and they just really spread and take over. I have geraniums that I started off a few years ago with a plant, and I keep splitting it and taking cuttings and making new plants. And here's a columbine that flowered earlier in the season, and it's a nice plant that draws in a lot of pollinators. And let's see, some more geraniums. The yellow nasturtium. I also brought in a whole bunch of kale. I got some parsley here. Just trying to fill up the place with plants because I love that. And these guys over here are going to be amazing. I already love the way they look, but this is canna lily, and they're going to bloom very soon, as you can see. But these guys, I started off with a plant last year, and now I saved seeds, and I also split the bulb in the spring. So I have a lot now, and I've also sold a whole bunch of them. So you don't need much to get a lot out of it if you have the time to take care of your plants. More geraniums. So this is the porch area, and right now it's actually around noon, so it's really hot. But if you come out here in the morning or early evening, it's really pleasant to sit out here and just listen to the buzzing and the birds. And so another area that the pollinators absolutely love, and it also smells amazing, is this milkweed patch. And we actually have several of these on our farm. And literally, we didn't do anything to get this. So this milkweed just came up wild. And the only thing we didn't do is we didn't pull it out. So, you know, definitely in our area, northeastern Connecticut here, if you don't purposely pull it out, you will get some milkweed. And I think maybe you can see how amazing this is. It's drawing in, the bumblebees love it. There are all kinds of other insects on them right now. All kinds of different bees and little wasps, and the monarch butterflies, of course, love it. I don't see any of them right now, but I have seen a few earlier in the season. So this is a really easy thing, and I love it because it just smells so good, you know, being near these plants, and they're just very beneficial and beautiful. Okay, and finally I'm going to show you this one last area, which is these flowers right here are cilantro flowers. So this was a bed of cilantro that we planted earlier in the season and harvested and sold the cilantro, and then let it go to seed. And we specifically let it go to seed because we know the pollinators love it. And I don't know if you can see, but there are so many insects right now on this. They just really love these flowers. So we do this with cilantro, a whole bunch of herbs. Cilantro, dill is really, really great at attracting pollinators. Hey friend, you guys see this guy? And they're just loaded with pollen too. It's so much fun to see them and to know that they're coming here and they're getting a source of food, and none of this stuff is sprayed. Of course, because if it were sprayed and you're attracting all these insects, you're literally killing them. So just really important to be aware of that. So you can do that, like I was saying before, you know, you can, if you're growing any herbs for yourself, for your own use or for sale, you know, you can let them go to seed. And herbs such as cilantro, dill, parsley, arugula is great for doing that as well. All the mustard family, they love the mustard family. I actually had radishes that I let go to seed, and they were drawing in lots of pollinators. And these guys are, you know, they're our allies on the farm, because of course they're, you know, most people know that pollinators are really important for crops, for helping the crops produce fruit. But they're also very important. The other beneficial insects that are attracted by these plants are also very important for another reason, which is that they, a lot of times, they will help us control the pest insects on the farm. So they will parasitize them, or somehow, one way or another, they'll end up killing the pest insects. And so that's a great benefit for farmers. And it allows us, instead of spraying or having to deal with the pests in another way, you know, it allows us to rely on these helpers and kind of create a thriving ecosystem together. All right, so I hope you found something useful in this, and I would love it if you shared some of the things you're doing, or if you have any questions about how to set up a little pollinator area. And again, I just want to emphasize that you don't have to have a lot of land. You don't have to have anything on this scale. You could literally live in an apartment and have, you know, a small balcony or a small porch at your house or something like that, and you can still do a lot. You know, you can plant in containers like you saw, like I did on my porch, or you can plant on any little piece of land that you have. And you know, not only will you create something that's beautiful visually, you know, with lots of colors and flowers, but you'll be helping pollinators out, and you won't have to mow. You know, you're not going to have to use any gas for your mower. You're not going to have to spend your free time mowing. Instead, you could spend your free time hanging out to the bees and looking at the beautiful flowers that the beautiful area you've created. So, all right, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys have a really great day. And let me know if you have any questions or want to comment or whatever you're drawn to.